Next up is a business that is a delicious marriage of two different cultures.
Hi, I'm Sawako Okoch.
And I'm Aaron Israel. And we're here asking for $200,000 for 20% of our company. Have you ever wondered what would happen if two people from opposite sides of the world
Fell in love,
got married,
opened a restaurant?
and built their lives together around a table?
What did that look like?
It would look like the most unique, exquisite, and delicious meal that you've ever tasted.
I'm from Hiroshima, Japan.
And I'm a born and raised New Yorker. And the first time I made Sawa, my mom's matzo ball soup, I asked her, what noodle would you use? And without hesitation, she said,
Ramen!
and that's how we started
Shalom Japan.
We take the best comforts of matzo ball soup
The bold, exciting flavors of ramen
and combine them into one soul-satisfying dish that has been the signature of our restaurant for the last 12 years.
Matzoh Ball Ramen. Two ultimate comfort foods together in one bowl.
With our Matzoh Ball Ramen Kits, anyone in the U.S. can enjoy our signature dish at home and on their table
In just over 10 minutes.
Each kit includes 2 servings. You simply boil the pouch of soup for
10 minutes,
boil the ramen noodles for
1 minute.
pour them together in a bowl, add our included scallions and mandals, or your favorite ramen toppings like
Egg or seaweed. So,
sharks.
don't drop the ball.
Let's celebrate what happens when 2 cultures come together in one bowl with
Shalom Japan.
頑張ってください。
Good
どう
job.
ぞお召し上がりください。
And we are back with another Shark Tank reaction video. I am your host, Dave, a 10-plus year intellectual property attorney, dealing with everything from patents, copyrights, trademarks, as well as trade secrets. And this is going to be interesting for a number of reasons. Number one, hey, your boy growing up ate a ramen, the instant ramen, you put them the hot sauce, put some butter in them joints. Man, that was a good meal. That was a good dish. Let me know if you guys can feel me on that in the comment section. But your boy grew up off ramen. I don't get a chance to eat it that much these days, but growing up, like I said, that Frank's Red Hot and that ramen, you kind of make it just right. You have something on your hands in that one. This is a little interesting, and kind of as I look at the things that I look at is how simple is the product, how effective is the product, the market, and then the IP. As it relates to the simplicity of it, seems like it's ramen, right? At least back in my day, all I did is boil it for a number of minutes and then drained out the water and kind of put the condiments, hot sauce, butter in, and you had a meal. I would imagine that this one is not that difficult to make. So the simplicity is there. The effectiveness, they want $1 million. So, I would imagine that they're making some money, 200,000, 20%, which is a reasonable ask, I would imagine. So we'll see what the sales are like. Then what's the market like? It's a ton of ramen out there. There's one guy who he does like food reviews. He's an Asian guy, and he seems like he does a lot of ramen preparation or whatnot. So it's a lot of ramen meals out there. So we'll see if they are able to break in. I was actually doing, which leads me to my fourth for my bonus thing that I look for is intellectual property. I was actually doing a search of why they are doing a pitch on the intellectual property for the name Shalom Japan. And I'm not sure if they know this, but that has been abandoned as of, seemed like they had it protected for a long time, but it had been abandoned for, it seems like essentially they didn't renew it. So according to this was registered back in the 80s and it just went abandoned in the 90s. So it seems like they don't even have a trademark, which again, a part of this channel is protecting your intellectual property. Seems like at least the Shalom Japan, they don't have a trademark for that. At least it's just not showing up, but the one that's showing up in the USPTO database looks like that's been canceled or abandoned because of a lack of payment. I'm not sure if they know that or not, but definitely want to protect your intellectual property. So that's something that's, I guess, interesting from my perspective that they let that go abandoned. Whether or not they have some trade secrets on this one, probably not, but we'll kind of see how that goes as they continue to get off into the pitch. But hey, make sure you are protecting that IP and you kind of get that trademark, because a part of kind of having this business, seems like it was trademarked for restaurant services. I'm not sure if they still have a restaurant. It seems like in this time they're going towards like the prepackaged meals, which is cool, but make sure you're protecting Shalom Japan, at least for the prepackaged meals if you're no longer running that restaurant. And I go to a restaurant down the street, man. One of the owners, they're not married, but one is Asian, the other one is a a Hispanic, and they have some good for unique menu is pretty good, reasonably priced as well. Seems like American, Japan, or Japanese, they kind of came up with this kind of unique ramen. So shouts out to that, man. Plus, I love the family businesses. So as we get back to it, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. Let's see if this fine couple gets a deal. Let's go.
It
Just
smells
to start, the
amazing.
smell is exquisite.
So
It's really good.
Thank you.
The broth is really, really nice.
Thank you.
Wow.
So it's a chicken broth. It's got carrots, onions,
Delicious.
celery, parsnip in it.
Wow, this is delicious.
Guys, I can't ask questions or negotiate because I'm too busy eating.
This is crazy.
It's very delicious.
But I'm
Really,
trying to
really
figure out
good.
what am I eating here that would not normally come in the package?
So what wouldn't come in the package, you wouldn't have an egg and you wouldn't have the seaweed, but everything
Other
else,
than that, everything else.
is
Okay.
in there, yeah.
Now, the challenge with your format here, because I'm very familiar with this space, I'm the guy that did Felicious. I mean, this sector, the good news for you is it's huge, it's growing. They just scored 4,400 Walmart stores, full rollout.
That's solid.
But they don't require refrigeration. They don't include anything in the box that has to be refrigerated. You add that yourself.
this?
This includes product that has to be either frozen or refrigerated, right?
Is that the case?
Yes.
Yes, we're in the refrigerator section.
Why? I mean, that's going to make it a lot more difficult, heavier, and challenging to get into retail because you're taking freezer space.
Yeah, so
Why does it have to be refrigerated? Why can't you make it in a way that it's in a septic pack, vacuum packed?
we could, that's why we're here. So currently we ship nationwide. We're shipping through Goldbelly.
What do you charge? Give us the model.
So Goldbelly charges $79.95 for 2 portions.
Wow.
That's $40 a bowl.
That includes the shipping and all the packaging material. When we sell it out of the restaurant, we sell it for $30 for a portion for 2.
What does it cost you to make?
So for the kit, it's about $9.60.
with the box.
Yes,
The box is more than half.
I know through Goldbelly that there's quite a bit of a margin, but couldn't you go lower?
Yes, we would like to go lower as $20 in a store.
The only problem with it really is your sales vehicle is Goldbelly, and you're reliant on them.
What are your sales?
Spend about $17,000 in sales.
What?
We know we just started. Also, we basically sold out of the capacity that we had set. So we have a very small restaurant in Brooklyn.
Where?
Yeah.
By the way, may I say to you, that your restaurant is incredible. Just incredible.
You've been to it?
You've been there, Barb?
Twice, you're phenomenally successful. You sell this out of your restaurant at an affordable price. Please tell us all about that for a moment.
Yeah. So our restaurant, we're in South Williamsburg, Brooklyn. We opened in 2013. The Matzoh Ball Ramen was on our opening menu. It is far and away our most popular
When
dish.
I was there, everybody was ordering it, nothing else.
Really, Barb?
Yes, 47% of our
It's
guests
so
ordered.
fun. And by the way, I was like so excited. The Japanese Jewish fusion, the deliciousness, and then it's $40 a serving. What is your vision for how to help people be able to afford this in more scale?
Yeah, so we appreciate the direct-to-consumer, shipping, but we know it's prohibitively expensive. So we'd like for people to be able to buy it in stores. So we've started talking to some people, to optimize the recipe. We know it needs to be tweaked to be more shelf stable.
Well, how much of it will you compromise? Because the big brand that we all know my daughter's in love with, I'm sure that if we all die, there's going to be that brand and cockroaches left. I mean, the preservatives in there are just crazy.
Yeah, so when you go into the dried, there's certainly a diminishing in the quality to a certain extent. And for us, we're chefs, and so we want to strike a balance where you're still getting that restaurant quality that we have, but optimizing it obviously a lot more than where we're at. Right now.
I actually think the problem is it's going to take a ton of work. And it sounds like you're asking the Sharks to help you do that work. And
Is that really
that's
what you
almost
want?
like starting a company. And I'm also worried that you have a very successful restaurant. And what that means is you're going to be busy managing your restaurant, sometimes because you're not desperate, because you have a nice running restaurant. You might not be forced to focus on this.
We want to take this Matzoh Ball Ramen to more people. That's why we need your help.
But just
Because
to be
it's
clear,
so
the $1 million
popular. I mean,
valuation
you
does
have-
not include the restaurant.
Nope.
Does not include the restaurant. So,
This is just for this
And it shouldn't.
opportunity.
yes, our restaurant is small, and we know its
Wait a
limitation. It has
minute. I'd like to make you an offer, if I may, just
Wow.
to cut short of it. Because
Wow.
Look, Tebow action. Hey, Barbara, man, she loved that restaurant. That restaurant, all she needed to witness a couple times.
I'd like to make you an offer, if I may, just to cut short of it, if I could.
Wow.
I think this is ideal for a food truck. Couldn't be a better product. It's a one dish,
Genius
easily
idea.
made.
My God, Barbara, that is so smart.
I know, but it's a lot of work. I think opening up a couple of food trucks, but yet I
Like
couldn't envision the two of you running them, honestly, because it's a full-time job, just like a restaurant. However, I'm very close to my partners, Sabin and Jim of Cousins Baines Lobster. They're so successful at what they do. They crossed $1 billion in sales.
Wow.
And they're successful because they're great operators. I would like to make an optional deal that I would give you the $200,000. I would really want 30% so that I have enough to share with them. And then include them in opening up a couple of food trucks as far as the $200,000 will take us. It would be contingent on them coming in. But I would have you meet with them. They would see it. They would get it.
It's actually a great idea.
Great idea.
It's
Hey, man, and that's Barbara. Hey, as she gives her offer, I actually love that ideal. It seems like, and again, as they talked about 2013, the trademark that I seen, it seems like it was another Shalom Japan back in the 80s here in the U.S. that had that term trademark, that it wouldn't have banned in the 90s. And the good thing about trademarks is as long as it's open and it's back into the queue or the depository or whatever you want to call it, you can get it. So it seems like Shalom Japan, that was abandoned, and that, that was it. So again, to the extent that the two owners are watching this, probably want to trademark that Shalom Japan, since it is available, I guess, as of 1990. So I did want to kind of throw that out there. Other thing, I like the idea. It seems like they got a pretty successful restaurant. It's small, but it's successful. That's going to be their main focus. The good thing I like about restaurants and having a phenomenal product is that you can kind of take that product, what you see all the time with the sauces and the different meals, and that's loved, and put it in a restaurant. Put it in the retail stores and kind of continue to kind of get that revenue from there. I like Barbara idea as well, though, to say, hey, you probably need to put this as an item on a food truck, and then you can kind of really take advantage from that perspective. It seems like, she's kind of trying to rope in someone else from my operators. And that's kind of the part that I'll get a little iffy about, because when you start incorporating other people kind of running operations, they have to be extremely solid, trustworthy, honest, so forth and so on. Otherwise, you kind of get bit from those situations. So that's kind of my take. But I love the ideal as far as having this kind of ramen be included in a food truck scenario. I still kind of like the retail, the kind of put it in the store. So we'll see how the owners like that idea compared to the retail stores. Because it seems like what Barbara is saying is, hey, man, forget the retail and trying to get it into the stores. I'll give you the $200,000 for 33% or 30% or whatever, but I want to put it into the food truck. So it seems like that's kind of different from what their vision was coming onto the show. Let me know if you guys think that they should take the food truck option or continue with the retail. Like I said, they have the successful restaurant. This looks like it's going to be an interesting scenario, because they have to kind of think through what it is that they want to do in the future of the business. Life comes at you fast, but hey, as long as you got an offer, something is right. Let's go.
Genius.
Have you ever tried food trucks before?
You have to like it.
I would think that's a normal progression of a restaurant.
We've never tried a food truck. I know in New York City, the food truck business has its challenges.
All right. Well, what if they say, well, we want to sell this to retail? Are you in on that side
Listen,
too?
I'm not a believer in that. I think retail is choppy waters. I'm happy to run that road with you for a short time and make a quick judgment. But I do know the franchise route or the food truck route pays big time.
Such a smart idea. If Barbara would have me, I would do it with her, but I don't
No
know that
way,
I can
I
have
don't
mine.
want you. I don't need you.
Whatever. Terrible idea from her. Don't do it. Guys, I cannot compete with that genius idea. I'm out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, guys, I love your story. The food is delicious, but I do think that it's a long road for you to try to sell that, and it's not something I would want to try to figure out. So for those reasons, I am out.
Thank you.
Product's excellent. I'm obviously been well down this road in this food category with Falicious. You're starting like they did with this idea. This will not work. But having said all that, I think Barbara, in this case, very interesting offer, because she's right. The product is spectacular. It would sell like crazy. Damon, what are you going to do? I'm out.
So
Yeah, thank you.
this one's not for me.
Okay.
But I need a reservation for 4 people, 8 o'clock Thursday.
You got it.
All right. I'm out.
Uh-oh.
May I repeat my offer?
Yes,
So you,
yes,
you can
please.
talk about it, think
Yeah.
about it, what have you.
Um,
It's $200,000 for 30% of your wonderful matzo ball ramen. And it's contingent that the cousins come in with me.
But what about a counter?
would you do that for 25%?
No, but I'll do it for 30%.
Do it.
You have a deal.
Yay.
Gambate kudasai.
Very
Thank you
good.
so much.
It's terrific. I have a great product. I'm going to finish my bowl.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much.
Congrats, guys. Really good product.
We thought, maybe the kids, right? But we also know that for us, our sweet spot is serving people. And I think Barbara gets that about our brand. And it's amazing to get to work with her.
Hey man, I love the husband and wife businesses. To be honest with you, they kind of came out on top because you're talking about 200,000 for 30%, and they only really had 17,000 in sales, so it kind of really wasn't worth the 1 million. But this doesn't include the restaurant, so this kind of really includes just opening up food trucks and going that route. And Barbara's like, hey, I'm gonna take what it is that you guys have kind of created, and I'm gonna put 200,000 behind it. And for 30%. So they still retain 70% of being able to the revenue from the product being sold in food trucks. And they only had made 17,000 in retail anyway. So I think this is a win-win for everybody, in my opinion. And this is even more important why you want those trademarks, because, and I just did this, I got a fitness client, they're starting to franchise their gyms, and we just got a couple trademarks. And when you're talking about the franchising model, you need to have your intellectual property, particularly your trademarks, your trade secrets, so forth and so on, in order so that people are not using it not only incorrectly, inaccurately, or without authorization. So that's even more important why these these business owners need to get trademarks on their products, so that when they're kind of operating those food trucks and kind of doing this franchise model, that this is something that can be protected in a way it needs to. So those are some of my thoughts, man. Shouts out to them for getting the deal. We're 3 for 4. We didn't go a perfect 4 for 4 with this season, but 3 for 4 is still good. We finished off strong, and kind of let me know what you guys think about this, man. And I guess as you guys are letting me know your thoughts in the chat or in the comment section, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. And I will see you guys next time on, we're on episode 7. We're chugging along. We're already 6 episodes in this thing, going into the 7th one. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these so far, getting a lot of great feedback under the video. So keep watching, keep commenting, and kind of be on the lookout for the things that we're doing over here on Everything Intellectual Property. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Have a good one. Take care. Peace.